We actually made them.
Just stroke your beefcake 3+ times, boom. At least you'll just be passed out in the bed, wake up, back in hand, washcloth still wrapped around it, like,
Oh. Every night!
Just a heads up, I'm not in these streams for that much time, so those stream requests will likely have to be from at Virtual Meal and at 7LX6-3 and or Votes of the Cloaks.
Okay, we'll get that shit done too, and shout out for,
Cheerwall 1050 Rocks would always stutter, but would always try to roast.
Yup. Now, there is a such thing as strategically stuttering, and I think that a lot of, like, I think a lot of celebrities do that to make themselves sound like their brain is, like, processing so much knowledge. Have you guys ever heard of strategic stuttering? You ever see, like, a famous person do an interview and they'll purposely stutter just to make sure, it's like a strategic stutter to make sure that your brain, you're fooling people into thinking that your brain is just overcapacitated with knowledge. Yeah, Elon does it. Yeah, Elon does it too. Yeah, so there is strategic stuttering, but some people will do it on purpose, just to like, you know, really fuck with you a bit, really make sure that, oh man, let me give you an example. So today, chat, I was doing a little bit of research, and you know, the crazy thing is, have you guys ever heard of interdimensional beings? And I'd be like, no, I haven't. All right, so interdimensional beings. The thing about interdimensional beings is they can morph into multiple, and when I say multiple, I mean multiple. It's called strategic stuttering. It's a form of making sure whoever you're talking to, your audience, your pod, whatever, whoever you're talking to stays engaged, but making sure you're like your sound point. Your sound points are on key. You're making sure they're like, oh damn, like what do you say? Like he stuttered, so like strategic stuttering. A lot of people in higher power do it. Yeah, exactly. There you go. To make sure you're engaged with what you're presenting, that part. And then some people just do it because they stutter in general. Obama says, like, yeah, have you ever heard Ryan Coogler in an interview? Here's another one. You know who else strategically stutters and uses words like and a lot to make sure you're engaged? Michael B. Jordan. See, I study and peep everything. These guys don't need to say and everything like that. They're smart. But when you're in those chairs, you want to say and things like that when you're in that realm, because yes, it keeps people engaged with what you're saying instead of just rambling, right? You sound more human-like. If I'm in a chair, like if they ask me a question, like, yeah, so Delonsper, how did it feel to play a character that was a complete sinister, and how were you able to break from that role post-production? I'm like, well, the thing about it, when I was playing the character, the crazy thing about it is no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strategically stutter. I'm gonna say strategically to keep you engaged. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna play the psychological game too. Well, when I think about it, the mental break that I needed post character, it was detrimental, but not to a level where I would feel that I couldn't. You see what I'm saying? You just gotta say what you're doing. Think Tom Cruise does it? I'm telling you, a lot of fucking higher up people, they'll strategically stutter and use words like and I'm telling you, now you'll start to pay attention. Steve Jobs did it too. Yeah, man. The way I process people of a higher and upper echelon is completely different than a normal civilian. When I'm watching an interview, I'm not just watching an interview. I'm just literally processing everything, studying actions, studying wordplay. The Rock does it too. Yeah, exactly. Now you'll see those people of higher up, how they talk. They don't ramble. They always use words like and strategically stutter. Actors are really good at that. Exactly. Let's take a look at this ass. It says when you're a 5 out of 10 in Europe. Well, I mean, your ass is fake, but let's check it.
Probably will be for life.
I mean, this shit looks like, you ever see those mirrors that like warp you on purpose to make it look like you're in better shape? Like, this is like if she stood and looked at her silhouette in a car window. Wonder what her Instagram looks like. Is that really her shit? It's blonde Tori. We gotta check the gram. Can I get the gram? Alright, let's click on the Instagram. 705k followers. Big juicy fake ass. Crazy augmented ass. Mataro ass. Liposuction stomach.
You 30 munch down, more to come.
Toasty, shout out for the big 30. I appreciate it. Laz Alonso follows her. Yeah, bro, these people will be all over these Instagram thoughts. Alright, pocket of pussy because of the tights. Body augmented to hell. I think her tits might be real though. Let me see. Alright, her tits. Oh man, either it's a really good boob job or it's just like her ass is fake as fuck and her stomach is etched. All this shit is liposuction, by the way. But her tits look a little bit too bouncy to be fake and they have the proper sag. I think her tits are real. I'm getting that real effect from her boobs.
Vai explodir no paredão. Tô mandando desse jeito, se liga, pega a visão. Quando essa aqui tocar, vai explodir no paredão. Quando essa aqui tocar, vai explodir no paredão.
No, we don't care about your ass. We know that's fake. Let me see your tits again. Yeah, tits are authentic. Boob spillage from the side. The proper sag with the gravity. Stricken slight sag. Or she just has a really good boob job. Because they're a little bit too perfect. But I'm 50-50 on the tits. Because they have the proper sag right here. Like. But you know what? I did know a girl in life who had the perfect fake tits. Like, you could lift them up, drop them, perfect sag. I thought they were real. She's like, no, my boobs are fake. She just got a good tit job, honestly. It's a new tech. They'll fill the boobs with body fat instead of silicone. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, they're fake. Good tit job, though. Damn, near had me fooled for a second.
9 months later, and the LTG merch is still crisp. You weren't lying, the material is quality.
I told you, bro. It's not that summer 2022 shit or anything like that, or even my 2023 shit. Yeah, doctors don't work. So it says an illegal from El Salvador was arrested in Salt Lake City International Airport after entering the country illegally in 2007. She's been in the country illegally for 18 years. Then we offered to pay her to leave and she still stayed. Zero sympathy, good riddance. Sex over. For the 3 months, 11 months. No, it's crazy. These will be the same people that will live in America, right? And hang where they're from's flag, just bannering from wherever the fuck they live. Always thought that's the most wild shit. You live in America. You're from another country, but you're still hanging your other country's flag in America. Why not hang both flags? You're happy to be in America, but you're still proud to be wherever the fuck you came from. Why the fuck you just hanging up? Go back to your shit. If you love your country that much, so much so that you won't hang the American flag, combine it with your other flag, then go back to your country then if that's the case. It's ass backwards to me. I know you have the right to do that in America, but to me, I don't understand that.